Good evening, I'm Claudia Czerwińska, and this is the Ukraine Brief. Today marks day 1,428 since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Here are the latest stories of the day. Negotiations over security guarantees and economic recovery for Ukraine continued this week at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Ukrainian negotiators said that substantial work has been done with their American counterparts despite the Trump administration derailing plans for an economic recovery package for Ukraine.
There's only certain things we can...
The Ukrainian delegation, led by the head of the National Security and Defense Council, Rustem Umerov, as well as President Zelensky's chief of staff, Kirill Budanov, met with President Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. Witkoff and Kushner are now expected to travel to Moscow tomorrow for peace negotiations with Vladimir Putin. In a statement this afternoon, Budanov said that Ukraine was actively involved with American negotiators in Davos and that he is cautiously optimistic for the progress. This comes as President Trump reportedly postponed the planned announcement of an $800 billion prosperity package amid political tensions between Washington and European capitals. The package was to be agreed together with the United States and European partners to provide Ukraine with funding for post-war economic recovery.
There's only certain things we can control, so thank you and welcome. Thank you.
Speaking at the World Economic Forum today, U.S. President Trump reiterated that he believes both Vladimir Putin and President Zelensky want to reach a peace deal, saying that he was going to meet Zelensky today in Davos. However, Trump later clarified to a reporter that his Davos meeting with Zelensky is planned for tomorrow.
And I'm dealing with President Putin, and he wants to make a deal, I believe. I'm dealing with President Zelensky, and I think he wants to make a deal. I'm meeting him today. He might be in the audience right now. But they got to get that war stopped because too many people are dying, needlessly dying. Too many souls are being lost. It's the only reason I'm interested in doing it. But in doing it, I'm helping Europe. I'm helping NATO.
Meanwhile, Russia continues its attacks against Ukraine overnight, targeting civilian infrastructure and homes in multiple regions. In the Zaporizhia region last night, 3 people were killed and another 2 were wounded following Russian shelling. A residential building and 3 cars also caught fire, engulfing an area of 50 square meters. Firefighters from the State Emergency Service worked through the night to extinguish the blaze. This morning in the Odessa region, a Russian drone strike killed 1 person. As a result of the strike, fires erupted in 2 private residences and several more homes were damaged. The State Emergency Service reported that a nearby warehouse was also damaged in the attacks, with fireballs being extinguished by local firefighters. Another 2 people were killed and 1 person was injured in Russian drone strikes on the Dnipropetrovsk region overnight. Multiple fires broke out in residential areas and 3 homes were destroyed as a result. In the Donetsk region, 5 people were wounded and 25 buildings were damaged due to Russian shelling this morning. 2 homes and an apartment building caught fire, with firefighters unable to extinguish the flames for several hours due to the risk of further Russian attacks. President Zelensky said this morning that the majority of the capital, Kyiv, has no electricity as authorities struggle to repair damaged energy infrastructure. According to Zelensky, 60% of Kyiv was without power this morning and some 4,000 buildings were without heat. Emergency power outage schedules remain in place, replacing previously planned blackout schedules. Hospitals and other medical facilities have been forced to use generators to maintain electricity during power outages. With temperatures dropping to well below sub-zero at night, residents are increasingly choosing to evacuate the capital. Mayor Vitaly Klitschko reported to The Times yesterday that approximately 600,000 people left Kyiv in January alone, according to mobile phone data billing. And so this would be all the latest news from Ukraine. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Claudia Czerwińska. This was the Ukraine Brief, and I hope to see you back here on TVP World for more news and World News Tonight with Adam Yasser at 8 p.m. CET.